Hey everybody. Um Here we are. It's Leo season time. Yay. I'm sure we're all excited to leave Cancer season behind and get started into Leo season. Super excited. We just had the eclipse a few days ago. Hopefully we have all survived that. And yeah, I'm really excited to get moving into the next season, which is Leo. Feeling a little emotional tonight. Just this season really put me through the ringer. I'm grateful for a lot of it because a lot of good things came out. I met some amazing people that I would have never thought I would have ever met ever in my life, and came out of nowhere. And truly amazing. So, out of all of the hard times and things, there was a lot of good that came out of it. So, in that sense, I'm really, really happy, and I'm really excited to see what the rest of the year holds. On that note, if I do get a little hazy, I apologize in advance. But we'll get through it. So Leo season, what do we got? So it's all about things that are going to make yourself, your inner lion, roar. That's really what it's all about. So, things to make yourself more powerful. Strength and power in the sense that joy can lift us up, right? So, we went, and now we're on the beach again, right? We went through the waves, and now we're on the beach. We're ready to climb up, right? So, basically, things that can lift us up, inspire us, motivate us, and heal us are the major themes for Leo season. And we want to kind of be mindful to not let the sometimes heavy, harsh realities of life affect us so much and bog us down. Because if that happens, especially during Leo season, we're going to miss the opportunity that it's trying to show us, which is to fill our hearts with joy. So take a break from the pain and suffering. I know there are some of you out there, believe me, I know, that are feeling the pain and the suffering right now. Listen, my heart goes out to you. I know it's hurting right now for some of you. But beginning on July 22nd, when Leo season goes in to effect, you want to try and push that away. I'm not saying ignore it, but push it away and focus more on, what's going to make your heart gold again. What do I mean by that? That's not to say that you don't have a heart of gold, right? It's to say that you are going to be able to find things to do and to motivate you that turn your heart into something that sparkles and radiates, something that you can be proud of to share. Like I said, all the joy and love that just comes in, motivation to move that forward. Leo season will help us to heal from the eclipses. We had two, right? We had the solar eclipse at the beginning of July, and then now mid-July, a few days ago, we had the partial lunar eclipse. For some of us, it was super draining. For others of us, it wasn't as draining. Depending on where you were in your life and what you had going on is how that's going to be affected. The best advice I can give you now is it's time to lighten the load. If you've put a lot of pressure on yourself in Cancer season or in general, now is the time to kind of just Wusa, essentially. Appreciate the finer things in life. Really, like, this is the time, the summer harvest is coming. Enjoy those things that Mother Nature has to offer us. Excuse the hiccups. And it's a chance to reconnect and find a new focus in those joys of life. So whatever, makes you happy, that's what you really should focus on for Leo season. And like the lion, be in control of yourself. So it's really about regaining control in your life, and I know for a lot of us, we're feeling like we're spiraling down, right? Sort of spiraling up. So now is the time to, kind of learn what Cancer was giving us, learn from the Mercury retrograde that's, ending in like 2 weeks, and pull all of that information and put it forward and be like, okay, what did I learn? What can I use to push myself forward? By focusing on what you want, that's a big thing, and focusing on raising those levels of joy. So, whatever's giving you happiness, giving you joy, continue doing that almost daily, or do something daily that's going to give you that spark. By giving that yourself that continuous spark, you're going to attract people, and the energy will shift dramatically. Almost, you can almost feel overnight about what's going to give you joy, and you'll find like people. If you're continuing to be bogged down and focusing on the negative all the time, you're going to find people that are in the same boat. You are what you attract. So there we go. The last thing is Leo season associated with the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is obviously right here, like literally right in the heart, and it's, dealing with like happiness, love, that kind of thing. And the best thing, we're going to get more into chakras probably later in the year. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. When we do that, we'll be incorporating tarot into chakras and all that. But that's like down the road, so just stay tuned. This is like a little sneak peek. But by relaxing and focusing on the joys of life, that's going to strengthen your energy and aura that's coming out of your heart chakra and help to rebalance it. And with a strong heart, there is very little that cannot be achieved, which is just inspiring in itself, to know that you can do whatever you want, right? If Cancer season felt like a pit of darkness to you, the fire that was within always burns in the darkest of times. I gotta plug my little book there. But it's true, it's a quote that I came across, it's my own quote, and it's about my book title, a little quick tangent, The Fire Within, a book I'm writing right now, which I'm like so excited for, and I can't wait to share it with all of you in the world, soon, hopefully. But, I was, writing something one day, and it came to me like that, and I was like, bitch, I'm like, that you need to write that down. So it's, the motto of the book, or like the tagline is, even in the darkest of times, there's always a fire within, or the fire within always burns in the darkest of times. You can like switch it around however you want, but it still has the same meaning. Whatever inspires you and gives you joy inside of here, even though outside of here or inside of here can be utter darkness, that fire is always going to burn. Sometimes the flame isn't as strong, but in Leo season, that's when it's super strong. And that's when you need to put that energy out in to get it in, right? So like I said, if Cancer season was the dark times, right, for a lot of us, we felt like we were drowning. Crabs, hanging on to like what we can, right? Grasping at air for some of us. There was that fire there, because you know what? We're still here. We're living another day. So that fire is still burning. now as we move into Leo season, the flame starts to get bigger, right? And pretty soon it will consume everything. That's what you want. Because then once we move into Virgo season, that's when we start putting that, we start laying the groundwork. And then before you know it, Sagittarius season's here, and we're shooting that bow. Where's it going? Right? I, for one, am looking really forward to Leo season. We're still going to have 6 retrogrades for most of Leo season, if not all of it. With Uranus being the next one. There'll be a video about that soon. But it's a matter of holding what's dear to you and now letting it flourish, pretty much. It's a really wonderful feeling. To see projects that you've done, things that make you happy, people that make you happy, whatever makes you happy, to just see that blossom. It's just an amazing feeling. Sorry guys, I had to answer this. So, I'm really excited for that. And yeah. So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, there we are. So like I said, Uranus goes retrograde soon, right? And it goes retrograde in Taurus. Here we are. Taurus, right? Taurus. What's in the middle? Leaving behind things. What are we leaving behind exactly? Well, as we move into Leo season, like I said, whatever isn't doing us and whatever is not holding us to our values and stuff, we're going to start to leave that behind so we can find true happiness in ourselves. It's a wonderful time. And also with the Chiron retrograde, if you haven't watched that video, watch it. This is also a time for those wounds to be healed as well. So what else? Besides structures and values, if there's any of that that isn't resonating with you anymore, it's time to let it go. Leo season won't have it. If it's not serving inside, happiness and joy, it's gotta go. And as much as it might hurt to kind of cut things off, severing the ties is what's needed. And at the end of the month, we're going to have a second new moon. It's called a black moon. And here it is right here. For some of us, as we close out, and get next to that new moon, some rest is going to be required. But think about what you want to work on for the next month. What do you ultimately want? Because working hard on that, like we said, is what's going to push you forward and give you that success. So take the Empress energy and put it to use. Take the Hierophant energy, put it to use. Take Uranus and Taurus, put it to use. For some of us, especially the Tauruses, you may feel stuck. It's okay. You'll get through it. And if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, you might be a little confused about why they've been hurting you. Sagittarius are really going through something right now. I don't know what it is exactly, considering I have Sag placements and I haven't felt really any of this, but, you know, or like doing any of this nonsense. But they've been trying to play this ruse, and the ruse is just like, it's coming undone. Actually, it's this week. It's really trying to come out, and by Leo season, there's just no time for it. So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius and you're feeling stuck about them and confused, that all comes to a halt. And that's Uranus being like, here it is, like super unexpected. And it's like, you don't want to deal with it, we're going to deal with it, and we're going to deal with it fast. Boom. And then after that, voila. Jupiter also ends its retrograde and goes direct. So, watch the video on that if you haven't watched that. It should be on the channel, at least the extended is, and I think I talk about a little bit in there. But Jupiter ends up going direct mid-August, so right before Leo season's over, and whatever we've expanded on will expand. And like I said, expanding, right? And there might be some travel involved for some of us, or a move, or something of the sort, and we're presented with an opportunity to cut off again what isn't working out, so we can receive that. Let's draw an outcome card. It's an overall good reading. Like, it might seem a little weird. The Sagittarius thing, if you're feeling stuck, guys, about an unbalanced, this is a warning that it will lead to massive confusion and the Ten of Swords energy, which we don't want. And it's once you get that balance, though, that you get, you know, the World and the Three of Wands. So let's check it out. Let's see what we got for the end of the season. What's the outcome? Right? I mean, it's already looking pretty good. For a lot of us, you know, the karma is turning around and things are moving forward. And as we move into Virgo season, what do we got going on? Things will be challenged, of course, but it's to push us forward. Because where Cancer season was emotional, it was building up the ground to give us everything that we could have wanted. Great way to end the reading. I'm going to stop here, guys. Alright, we're going to get into the extended though. I'm going to do a separate video for that. So, keep a lookout, alright, for that. And I love you. Happy Leo season. Happy early birthday to the Leos out there. I'm going to be doing all the readings this time. Fingers crossed. Sorry. Thanks for being patient. And yeah, I love you. Talk to you soon.